Hey everyone, welcome to Pickleball and Beyond. My name's Ryan.
My name is Vino.
And today we have some paddles from Warping Point. We have the Ascent Control and Ascent Power. So it's really cool to see all these different thicknesses coming in. Starting with the Power, we have a 13, 16, and 20 millimeter option. And then in the Control, we have a 16 and 20 millimeter.
And all of these came in like this really nice box, lovely case,
Yes.
extra grip, and then like a paddle eraser and everything like that. The paddle itself, you have these two nice colors, painted grit, but according to them, they have this advanced edgeless technology with the throat cutout. How would you categorize these paddles?
Yeah, so starting with all of the ones in the Power series here, I would say they play as an all-around paddle. And then the two Control options, I would say play as control paddles.
And as far as like the difference go, apart from the color, they're a little bit longer.
On the Power.
And this is shorter and a little bit wider.
Which provides that little extra control.
Excellent. So let's pick our favorites from
Yes.
both the categories and talk a little bit on them and then kind of touch on the rest.
Yeah,
so what was your favorite on that?
Most of the video, we're gonna focus on the 16 millimeter from the Power because the 13 hit just a hair harder, but I mean, it was so minimal compared to how much more control the 16 had to offer that I would 100% stick with the 16 millimeter. And then from the Control, we both heavily preferred the 20 millimeter over the 16 because it really played. The extra control you gained was crazy noticeable between the 20 and 16. So if you're already going the controller route, you're not losing too much more power. It still hits certainly softer than the 16, but we would stick to the 20.
Okay, so let's go with Control on that. What were your thoughts?
So the control on it, again, so this is the Power one. It's not the best, right? The sweet spot's pretty centric on it as well. So for some of your dinks, you really gotta make sure you're hitting on the center of it. And then that same applies to when you're trying to hit resets and drops as well.
And I think something to mention is on their site right now, they're listed at $100. It's going on sale for $79. So if you do want to kind of get like, a good price.
Edgeless. I was gonna say you can't find edgeless paddles. They're always a premium.
And they're also coming in different thickness, right? So if you want to try different thickness and not break the buck, right? Like in your hundreds, this is a good one to kind of try out. How would you control the control of the 16 versus the control on the 20?
Yeah, the 20 was unbelievably soft, right? Again, the sweet spot could have been a little bigger on it, but it was noticeably better on the Control compared to the Power. So they have that certainly properly marketed. So hitting dinks was good with this guy. And then for hitting my third shot drops, I had to get used to like really giving it some oomph, right? You really have to give it extra on this 20. It is very soft. You have to give it a little extra to really carry the ball all the way over. Super soft.
And both like their swing weights were around the 115, 116. And the twist weight was actually around the 5.6, 5.7. So when we keep saying the sweet spot is centric, the twist weight is really low. So I mean, you can try putting some weights and kind of increasing it and seeing how it is because overall it's not very heavy paddles. How did you feel the power was on these two as we went back?
Yeah, so starting with, you have the Control one in your hand, very, very low on the power side. Again, that's not what it's playing for, but again, just not much power. Even on overheads, that's not what the paddle's for. It does not do that. It does not have a lot of power. Where in terms of their Power series, I said it earlier, the 16 hit close to the 13 in terms of power. So I would stick to this guy. Hit noticeably harder for sure than this, but still it wasn't anything like crazy out of this world. But from their lineup, I would stick to the 16 or 13 if you're looking for the most power.
Something that I did note, especially with the 20, is it absorbs a lot. So if you're someone that's looking for a cheap paddle that you're playing against bangers and you just want to absorb it, it's a really interesting option to have for that price point. Very light, light on your hands and stuff like that. We did have a little bit of gripe as far as like the shape of the grip. You want to touch a little bit on that, Ryan?
Yeah, they seemed a little kind of squarish, some of them, but then it's also the ribbed part on it. It's not only is it ribbed, but they're really like sticking out the notches on them. So I think out of everything, that affected the quality most. It was hard to make consistent shots with that. Really, it's a kind of an odd shaped grip, and again, that really thick edge sticking out, but that's just our personal preference on it.
And then again, because this is like fully thermoformed, get what I mean? It's going to be very easy for you to just pull this out. It's one piece. You can put a new grip or something like that, and I think that might play a little bit differently.
So Warping Point recently gave us 2 of their paddles to give away at one of our events, and it was so fun to give to people locally, and we're also excited to be giving 2 of these paddles away to you guys. We're gonna be giving away 2 of the 16 millimeter controls. So if you wanna win this paddle, be an active subscriber to the channel, drop a like on this video, and then leave a comment as well, and you might be the lucky winner.
Even during the demo, there's a couple of people that picked it up, they liked it. So at the end of the day, it's how it plays for you. Get what I mean? They have a whole collection, so if you want to try these paddles, please feel free to reach out to us. We love helping people find paddles that work for them. We're doing much more demos this year in different areas, so if you're around Minneapolis, reach out to us. We might be doing a demo either in Minneapolis or in Rochester. Please subscribe, please comment. Hope to see another paddle review.